Hello everybody! Welcome to Zelda Speedruns, featuring the A Link to the Past, All Dungeons, Restricted Major Glitches Tournament, Brackets Round 1, Andy vs. Linkorange, or Linkorange. Commentating tonight, or this morning, is Anders. Say hello, Anders.
Hey everybody.
Alright, so the racers are getting ready, so just give us a minute and we'll be on our way.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So good morning, everyone. As mentioned, I'm Anders. I'm going to be your happy fun time comms man today. For those of you joining us this morning, this is the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches Tournament. We will be doing all of the dungeons. Anything that the credits believe is a dungeon, we will do it. And then some fun things. We'll be doing some restricted major glitches, so nothing too game-breaking, but we are going to break the game a little bit. Just to make this a little more palatable, skip some of the more frustrating portions. My cat would like to say hello, apparently. So that's fun. But, should be a really fun time. We have Andy, who is the number 5 seed in this bracket stage, and Linkorange, who is the number 28 seed in this bracket stage. Andy looks to be running against a 1:12:04 PB versus Linkorange's 1:13:56, it seems. So it should be a fun time. This is a particularly, in my opinion, volatile category in which anything can happen to destroy your game, make you cry a little bit, and lose 15 plus minutes or more. Who knows? So we're in for a fun time. We should be getting started very soon. But for the meantime, if anyone has any questions they'd like to ask me, life questions, game questions, good morning, Green Ham. Green Ham is smart. And also in this tournament, what is my cat's name? My cat's name is Tasha. I call her Tosh. She's sitting here watching with me. She's a very, very good girl. I've had her for almost all of her life. I got her when she was 2 months old. She was literally abandoned outside of a vet clinic. She is almost 8 now. She's the real calm star here. Of course, I can't go on without saying a happy Easter to those who celebrate, happy Passover to those who celebrate, happy National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day to those who celebrate, and happy Sunday. It looks like Linkorange has Andy playing on file names F. Airy for fairy, and Andy has Linkorange playing on file names of S. Leap, sleep. Hey now, Airy. No, it's not that. Andy, for those of you who don't know, I am surprised to see Andy scheduling a 9 a.m. match. But Andy decided to wake up for this, and that really is the real victory we all needed today, if I do say so myself. And it looks like we are off, and we start how every good Zelda game and Zelda Speedrun should, completely asleep. In a one-bed home with your uncle. So these first two segments are going to look pretty familiar to most of you who've ever played A Link to the Past or maybe you're really familiar with this game and you decided to run the any percent no major glitches speedrun. We just got to get some basic. This is a normal run, as noted by the 3-digit rupee count. This is the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches tournament. I guess, Greenham, I will be your Helpasaur King. Yeah, if he were using a Pug Sprite, he would be... Sorry, Mr. Bisonopolis. Anyway, as I was saying, if you are familiar with... Thank you, my friend. If you are familiar with maybe the any percent no major glitches speedrun, this will look very familiar. We really have to get rid of this rain, because during this rain state that we have in the escape section, Zelda's going to keep interrupting us and potentially hardlock our game, which, if you're familiar with video games, a hardlock is a bad. I would hope not, because I have no sound, Greenham, from anyone else. Unless someone else is weirdly talking. Some very nice first key rats. I do not hear... Oh, okay, cool. I'm not crazy. I did not hear it. So, doing a little fun manipulation on both sides here. We can get these greenies to not notice us. But yeah, this is a fun little segment. It's the first segment you see, first segment you run. It's pretty much a solid segment. Both runners doing very standard escape segments. Makes me a happy boy to see that. They're both heading up on what I would call the first mini boss of the game, and I would call that this because it is. Ooh, Andy getting hit by that ball and chain guard, but still executing a pretty decent 8/. The ball and chain guard is the first blah blah blah. That's where you reset a lot, because he can kill you and it's really sad. But you can't reset in a tournament run. So now we're going to retrace our steps now that we have Zelda, and she's not going to interrupt us anymore. Let's do a little hop off that ledge and go up through this door. As you'll notice, we have some different RMG on the screens for some of the enemies. That's one of the fun parts of this, but both of these runners are skilled enough that they can pretty much read the RNG and do their best to avoid getting hit. Their quick reactions. If they're anything like me, they would just walk into them and get hit and be sad about it. But they're not. So, Zelda and Link are together going to push this fake mantle away and go in through the secret escape portion that is built into the castle for whatever reason. Yeah, the king kind of screwed up, honestly. Ooh, Andy getting bullied by that rat. Oh, but Linkorange missing that little key and having to double back. It was an inside job if we look into the lore. Here's a fun trivia fact while we're in kind of a very standard section. Linko takes the lead. Fun trivia. Who here knows what Link's uncle's profession was? You have until Eastern Palace entrance to answer. Insert Jeopardy theme song here. So now we do the first big variation between, thank you Greenham, between the categories in that we can save and quit in this category. Typically we do not allow that in most of the any percent no major glitches categories that we have, but we allow it here. Otherwise we would have to adjust the route a lot. So both runners opting not to take the Sanctuary Heart, more on that when we get there. He was not a knight, Ricky. That is a good guess, though. Again, we have until Eastern Palace for this trivia. Ooh, it looks like Linkorange is taking the standard route, while Andy is going to opt for a citrus glitch. Emily, we will find out a little more about that in just a moment. Now, because of that citrus glitch going pretty well, Andy takes the lead, with Linkorange not too far behind, showing just how much time citrus can save if you do it optimally. But remember, the run is still young. Since we are in, I'm going to give a good thumbs up. I will accept that he was a farmer into the that can be a correct answer because he was a farmer for an apple orchard. Now, where this apple orchard is, we do not know, because we do not see any apples or apple trees or apple farming stuff in his one-bedroom, one-bed house with no kitchen. But, you know. This is the All Dungeons 2020 Restricted Major Glitches Tournament, presented by Anders Likes Chicken. If you are going to eat or pet a chicken today, I hope that you think of me. Clearly not a successful apple farmer, that is true. So let me tell you guys a little bit about Eastern Palace. Eastern Palace is typically the first dungeon that we go to. In this category, it is still the first dungeon that we go to. It deals with a lot of kind of basic tech. We're coming up on probably the biggest, in my opinion, reset point, glitch point of this run, the big key skip. By Andy bumping into that Popo and using the iframes to pick up that pot and step on that switch to spawn that chest, we can skip slashing all those little Stalfosy skeletons and the Popos. Both had very nice big key skips. That damage boost is no joke, but our runners make it look well. We have seen some some mistakes in that room earlier in this bracketed stage. Both runners getting the bow and arrow, a typical and beloved Legend of Zelda item. Ooh, just missing that green Igor, but getting it on the second shot on Linko's screen. Very, very nice save. Oop. Andy playing some Cannonball RNG dodging and getting a good hit on those two Stalfos. I guess I will call them Stalfos. So now we will see how Andy does with the optimal regular Armos Knights strat. Should take 18 arrows. Ooh, that is a little different than... I don't usually do the 6 arrow strat. That's not quite standard. Oh no, he gets a red phase. Now typically when you do 5 arrows to the right, like Linko did, you basically skip, if you time everything perfectly with your arrow shots, you skip the red Armos phase. Now the reason for that is because that red Armos, when it turns red, it resets its health. by sinking 2 arrows into that last Armos initially and waiting to do the third one, you skip that phase and save a bunch of arrows. And we can see that in the arrow count on Linko's screen versus Andy's screen. Now both of them are going to go to our favorite oddly named sage, Sahasrara. Say that with me now. Sahasrara. 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 Who just talks a lot at us. I don't speak Japanese. I barely played the game in English. He gives us some boots. We like boots. Linko opting to grab some bombs before that save and quit. Andy automatically saving and quitting, saying heck those bombs, and grabbing the sync card. Now, the sync card is important to us. We are going to need it. Instructions unclear. We'll call him Sarashashashar. Andy going to attempt a very nice DMA here, very quick, using that spin speed state to just kind of hop around, break the camera. You are correct, Foxlisk. I hope that he knows what he's doing. Ooh, Linko getting bullied by this green guard over there, but still getting a very nice DMA. We rescue this old man who's walking around and knows exactly where he is, but somehow got lost in the middle of a dark mountain. Not quite sure how he got here, but I'm not happy about it. Shoutouts to Chex Human for teaching me that you can actually delete and murder the old man as a sacrifice to the Master Sword in some categories. He gives us a mirror because he's a very vain man. Just kidding, the mirror is a nice thing. Now we're going to do a little spin speed clip to do a Kiki Yeet. Basically, Kiki the Monkey is typically a blockade to get into Palace of Darkness, our first crystal dungeon. And we are yeeting that guy out of there because he costs 110 rupees and we ain't got time for that. By going into this cave, Andy deciding to just say, hey, I'm just going to story clip this because we're going with old man strats. He clips into Palace of Darkness, which is typically our first Dark World dungeon, but because he was technically in cave state, I forgot about that too, Fox. He had to exit and re-enter, so now he's actually in Palace of Darkness. Otherwise, the dungeon ID would be all messed up and we would be really sad in the end. Linko having a nice entry as well. Both of these runners just so close to each other, it's really nice to see. Now Andy deciding to get some extra bombs. Doing a few, gosh. Andy does some stuff a little bit differently than I'm used to seeing, but it's still effective. Typically, I assume we'll see this on Linko's screen. Yes. Andy forgot to open the front door. Oh no! My predictions are that I'm going to embarrass myself by saying something stupid during these comms, and everyone's gonna laugh at me. Little struggle on the menu there from Andy. He mirrors back to the front while Linko drops down to get this key. I'm not sure if Linko was attempting a chest turn there. Only time will tell. But that little mishap is going to give Linko a little bit more time to recover on Andy. Both runners are going towards the hammer jump, a double pixel perfect bomb jump that we're going to see to get the hammer. Andy having to open up that side there has a very nice hammer jump. Good hammer jump on Linko's side as well, because Linko managed to open up that door. He does not have to go into the dark maze, giving him a bit of a lead on Andy in this scenario. Now, we are going into Palace of Darkness super early. We typically would have 2 more Pendant Dungeons and Aga Tower. But we said, heh, we're just going to go there now because we want to get the hammer early. Because of that, we needed to get Sanctuary Heart. Because Helma Sword King, which, spoiler alert, Helma King is the boss of this dungeon, um, is really hard. Andy opting not to get the safety arrow. Well, I guess he did actually because of drops. So that's fine. Uh, Basically, with full hearts, Helma can hit you twice without you dying. At 3 times, you're screwed, and there's a lot of RNG with him. From the point the runners are at now, there are no other hearts that they can get. These turtles will never drop hearts. Alright, we are getting a swag boom from Link, but he just misses that dash. Whereas Andy going with more traditional older strats. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a turtle party on Linko's screen, but he gets through it beautifully. Both runners heading into Helma. Helma is a run killer. We have seen many deaths to Helma Sword King in this tournament, especially in the group stage. Takes 17 hits with this hammer. We are holding out our sword to help extend the hammer's hitbox. Ooh, a very nice Helma Sword King fight from Andy. Ooh, and come on, Linko. Oh gosh, Linko, please. Switch into arrows. That is safe. I like safe. Oh, it is always nice to see no Helma death from either of our runners. It makes my soul happy. Oh, I can breathe again. Doom's butt can unclench again. Now we have a run. We have a real run now. Um, I'm very happy about that because it gets me scared. That is one of the, yeah, really good awareness on and the backup on Linko's side. Um, Using those arrows, I mean, so Helma moves 3 times and then attacks. He can move towards you. He can just charge at you and pin you against a wall. He can shoot fireballs. Those fireballs can go off screen and despawn or not despawn. I mean, they are mean. He's a meanie. Yeah. So another save and quit, because we are going to head to our next Light World dungeon. We're going to go to the Tower of Hera, or I think sometimes it's called Mountain Tower. Watch this clip closely because you're going to see it a lot. If you missed it, don't worry, you'll see it again. Now, to sacrifice the old man, you're going to have to ask someone a lot smarter than me. My recommendations would be Tajso, Chex Human, Apple Talk. I'm sure Glan could also. Ooh, a very nice boom strat from Andy. This allows him to hit those blue pegs just as they come up, giving him basically a coffee break. Let's see if Linko can do it. I don't think Linko's actually trying for it. It doesn't matter. Basically, in the end, oh, nope, he does try for it, but doesn't quite get it, but that's alright. It'll still save him a little bit of stress in the next room. Basically, by doing that boom strat, you just get a little bit of a coffee break. Nothing can hit you, but the room still takes exactly the same amount of time. It's like the Link to the Past definition of an auto-scroller. So we're going to be coming up on Andy's screen on one of our first technical bomb. Well, I guess not, because hammer jump happened already, didn't it? One of the bomb jumps of the game, Harapot, is... I don't believe Harapot would really help us here. Not technically, because we don't have Huh. Yeah. We do that bomb jump so that we can get the Moon Pearl without doubling back. Both our runners getting a little fire. Now, Moldorm is typically a very frustrating boss. Linko deciding to get those safety pots, good strategy. With the hammer, getting that early, we can just hit him a few times, skip his fast phase because we're dealing enough damage, and make this kind of a joke, honestly. Now you are going to be like, oh, we need to get off Death Mountain now, but we don't have a strength upgrade. Buddy, what are we going to do? Oh, Otters, I don't know. I guess we're stuck on this mountain forever. Psych! We're going to do a DMD, a Death Mountain Descent, to get out of here, get out of town, jump off this mountain, and not worry about it. We are going to stick in Dark World because we have no other access to Dark World. Aghanim is still alive. Oh, it's still hard. Yes, you are right, Fox. But it's a lot easier because that fast stage scares me. By clipping out and doing that auto walk, as we've seen from both runners now, we get to stay in Dark World and we get to go to Thieves' Town. This is typically a much later dungeon. Again, we're not doing the dungeons in the intended order, but that's alright. We got the strats, we got the clips, we can do this. Frustration here is that with just the fighter sword, a lot of these enemies, specifically those Zaziks, who are lizards, not horses, with mohawks, we typically would have at least the Master Sword, and we'd be able to run right through these guys and not have to worry about them too much. With the Fighter Sword, we don't quite deal enough damage, so things take a lot, more. Also, the enemies here, they do usually 2 hearts per hit now, which is a lot more stressful than the Light World dungeons. And we don't have that many hearts, so we gotta be careful. Almost the pixel for that Heckway right there on Andy's screen. I am sorry to say, Lilithen, I am here for the trivia. The trivia answer is that Zaziks are lizards. Shout out to Glanimal the animal flannelman, the Prince of Pause Buffers himself, for teaching me that. Now, you see these little grasshoppers here and you're like, oh, this can't be too bad. They are the devil. They are horrible, and I hate them. We saw Andy just basically say heck architecture and blow up part of a ceiling. Linko heading there for the same thing. Linko getting bullied a little bit, but there is no reason to blow up that ceiling whatsoever. I don't know why they do it in this run. It really makes no difference. They just do not like Thieves' Town. They're just going to blow up parts of it. No respect for the architect. In the room Andy is in now, he's using... Ooh, he missed. That's so sad, but he makes it. Using some alternate strats because we do not have a strength upgrade. He has to kill those enemies to open that door instead of just walking around. Just installing a skylight with a bomb. No big deal, don't worry about it. One of those maidens we've been saving is back here in this cage. Totally not a big deal. Ooh, Linko having the exact same issue that Andy had in this room, but getting some extra arrows out of it. Explosive correction. And pardon my morning voice and morning pronunciation, friends. we are going to head back around with this nice, friendly maiden who's totally safe. Pardon my moaning voice, Doomtap. Monka TOS. Again, I am going to embarrass myself many times, and we'll just head into this room up top that has no exit for some reason. Oh, that skylight. I guess it did do something. 'Cause the maiden is horrible. So, I'm going to say what many of you who are familiar with A Link to the Past speedruns have heard many times on comms. Blind is a scripted fight, meaning that anytime that you enter the blind fight, if you do the same movements and hit him the exact same way, he will never hit you, you will be happy, you'll kill him just the same way, he takes exactly the same amount of damage from Fighter's Sword as any other sword. Andy had a good, mostly good, scripted fight. We'll see how Linko is doing. They can be whatever they want to be. Ooh, Linko doing an odd, a little bit of bullying in this scripted fight. But he makes it. Now, Andy is, against the splits that he's running in, about 2.6 seconds ahead. Looks like Linko is a little further behind his PB right now, but we're still doing okay. Andy opting to blow up yet another building to get some rupees before he heads down to rescue the real hero of the game, Jeremiah the Bullfrog. Chad, it's too early to get thirsty, please. But my DMs are open. I have great health insurance, and I love to cook. So we take Jeremiah on a little bit of a detour to get the Book of Majora, because knowledge is power. We will see if Linko is going to go for the Frog Door strat. I think we are seeing Frog Door. Let's get some Moi eyes in the chat to pray for no hard lock. There is a hard lock that is possible here. We don't like to see it. Thank you for the Moi eye. If his head separates from his body, we have a problem. A very successful Frog Door from Linko. Was he really? We have seen a few different hard locks from various runners. I mean, Andy had a notorious hard lock, I believe, against Swerve that cost him quite a bit. Both runners are going to get these little Nomi boys to give us a tempered sword, skipping the Master Sword altogether. Who needs it? It's not like it's an iconic piece of weaponry. Ooh, Andy gets the fence dash. That saves hours, guys. Ooh, a few unfortunate dust buffers on Linko's screen, but we get the sword. Yeah, that is the hard lock going into ice always scares the poop out of me. My chest gets tight, I get really scared. I'll probably be silent during that, or I'll blather uncontrollably. Let's go get the fence dash. Both runs are alive, friends. We are doing it. Oh, Linko's still trying for these chest turns and not quite getting them. But you know, I can respect that. Andy's hanging out in the worst room in the run, second worst room in the game. We luckily get to skip the worst room in the game in this route. Ooh, but getting bullied by that spiky boy. That statue drag mummy room is no fun, friends. It's no fun. Gosh, what if I did the rest of the commentary as Mickey Mouse? That would be horrible. For those of you, here's a fun facts about me. while Linko works on this mummy room, and Andy does that bomb jump, slams the mute button. I work in opera, and I have a friend of mine, a tenor, whose biggest fear is people in opera rehearsals doing a Mickey Mouse voice, because inevitably all the tenors try and do a Mickey Mouse voice, and they all are sure that theirs is the best Mickey Mouse voice. So you just have a room of like 10 tenors trying to pretend to be Mickey Mouse. Fun facts, right? I know that's important to you. Now on Linko's screen, we're going to see a damage boost by jumping that hole to avoid that ropa. It's very cursed. Oh! Shoutouts to Mickey Mouse, I guess. I won't do it again, I promise. But now you guys know a secret talent of mine. Andy having a very nice mummy heck way. Those guys can really stress you out. Now, knowing... this explains a lot. Okay, friends. Andy entering into Mothula. Moth is a particularly stressful boss for dumb people like me, but I'm sure Andy's just gonna, yep, just slice him like butter. Let's see how Linko does in this mummy heck room. I'm going to mute myself while I blow my nose because I respect you. Are correct. Bacon sword, not butter. And Linko having a little bit of trouble getting through that vine curtain, but making it before the bunny beam hit him. I'm impressed. Ooh, no, Linko, no! Having a little more tough time with, oh gosh, I am less scared. Oh, that was spooky. One heart left, keeping me on the edge of my seat. Man, Linko, you are just making me scared. Apparently Doomtap's butt is so clenched. We could get a diamond out of that thing. I wasn't in doubt either, Shady. I think that Linko's just like, I'm gonna give him a good show. I'm gonna have fun. And in the end, this game is all about fun. Now, a familiar clip from Andy to get us into Hour of Hera. This is my favorite shopping trip of the run, because it's the most important shopping trip. After this, we'll have a bit of a dungeon rush. We use our Book of Majora, which we would typically... Ooh, nice bonk, Andy. Which we would typically use to get into Desert Palace as well. We don't have to worry about that. Get there when we get there. And now we have to go to Zora's Domain, which, you know, is right by Death Mountain, especially if you jump off, walk on clouds, distort all of the graphics, and just walk into Zora's Domain, because they exist on the same part of the map according to the game data. Thank you guys for the bonks. Oh yeah, so I was talking about Book of Medora. Book of Medora is like quite a few items in this game. In this category specifically, it is a complete unitasker. Oh, Linko dodging those dead rocks and scaring the poo-poo out of me. Book of Medora is a unitasker. We only use it to get that medallion. And that medallion is really only used to get into one place. Alton Brown would be so upset if he knew about this, because we have so many unitaskers in this game. Those two, the Ice Rod, the if you're dumb like me, the strength upgrade. Now, Andy is going to swap us into Dark World, and, oh, we are seeing a plain ham sandwich from Andy, because he is opting to do... Oh, never mind. He's gonna spin clip over there. Most commonly, you'll see a bomb clip by that mirror portal to get over. Now Andy's going to do some boots buffers. Oh, teleported himself the wrong way. Unfortunate. That might take care of his lead. Oh, not his lead. Oh, another unfortunate teleport. But his PB lead. So he was about 1.5 coming out of Skull. Now, Meyer, just how you remembered it. Distorted and horrible. Don't worry about that, it's just a graphical glitch. We don't have to worry about it. Again, because we have the mirror and all this fun stuff, we can skip part of Desert, specifically the entry with Book of Medora, making it a horrible unitasker. Though knowledge is power. Again, seeing that boots clip from Linko does much more solid job than Andy in this situation. Gets it that first try. Desert is a pretty solid split in this. You have your Bacon Sword, you have a lot more hearts than you normally would, and most importantly, you have the Fire Rod already. And I believe that we're going to see both of them. Oop, another bonk from Andy. We're going to see both of them just use these enhanced skills to just sneak right through the boss of this area, Landmolus, without much resistance compared to the no major glitches. But we will see. With that, do we have any fun questions from our very active morning chat that I'm surprised to see? You can ask about life, about me, about the run. I could talk to you about National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day, which is today, and how great that is. Using that fire rod strat to open up this torch door. So yeah, today's National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. I implore you all to make a grilled cheese. My favorite pasta dish, ooh, that is difficult. My favorite pasta shape is a nice pappardelle. Oh, here we see that nice Moldorm strat. Just enough magic to make it work on Andy's screen. I would argue that if you said that to me, Wooji, I would say fine. Favorite ravioli, I make a good brown butter sage ravioli with cheese. For me, the optimal cheese, I do like the classic American, but I'm also for some different cheeses. Now Andy is going to head into the mire using one of our other unitaskers. Still a little bit of menu trouble here. Not quite sure what that's about. Ooh, Linko missing the one cycle. That's so sad. But this medallion is a unitasker. This is honestly my favorite split to talk about in the run, on the Misery Mire split. It takes what is usually kind of a frustrating dungeon to me and makes it vibrant and new through the use of clipping. We are going to get the hook shot in this dungeon. How great is that, friends? Typically we don't do that, but we're going to get two great dungeon items. I am with you, Greenham, great for optimal. Getting two keys in this room with that Beamos. Not usually typical, but in this category, totally normal. And he's going to head to the left side. And now pay attention, folks, because we're going to see a lot of the same rooms in rotation, and it's going to get really confusing really quickly. Oh, that's different, but okay. We have this fun torch room by moving the block and hitting the fire rod. At the same time, the fire rod shot clips through. Now we have a little coffee break for Andy while he enjoys a delicious Madrinas. Or something. I don't know. I'm not watching him. I'm just watching his stream. What's wrong with you guys? Why do you think I'm watching him? He lives on the other side of town. Then he's gonna drop down this hole, get the big key. We'll see what happens from there. Opts to go to the left. Totally normal and fine. I saw... I actually, to start, I like Madrinas a lot. Shoutouts to Vanilla Cappuccino, because I'm a sweet boy. Now Andy's going to return to these rooms to get ready for the coolest clips this side of the Pacific, I guess. I don't know where everyone's got a side of the Pacific, so fine. Skip these torches. We already did that. Grab a bomb. Bonk on purpose. Toss that bomb, and we're going to run into this radius to push us into this fairy room. Take the thing, and we're in Tower of Hera. But I thought you said that we were getting hookshot Anders. Well, yeah, I did, because we're not done yet. We're going to have a very stressful clip here. He's going to opt to just sword clip into this wall down here. And he does it. That actually was pretty solid, but it's an old man strat, and that's fine too. To get us into Swamp Palace, so we can raise the water level. Pardon me. Raising the water level this early allows us to basically skip half the dungeon. But Anders, we don't have the big key for Swamp Palace. But we are still technically in Misery Mire according to the dungeon ID, and we do have the big key. So we can use the big key from Misery Mire on the Swamp Palace big chest. Nice bomb clip on Linko's side. Now we are back in Misery Mire for Misery Mire 2 Electric Boogaloo. See how Andy does. He still has those sword memes because he opted not to do that bomb clip that we're probably going to see. Ooh, getting bullied by that. Yeah, he's going to do it. Bullied by that mini Moldarm on Linko's side. But gets in, and there we go. First try every time. Andy going up to get that Pain of Samaria, and he's hovering. Everyone knows that hovering's a thing. Yay, hovering. It's fine. Saves you a little time. I feel like I'm a race car commentator today, because I'm just going so fast because I've got no co-host to tell me to shut up. Man, who even goes for that meme, Kappa? Shoutouts to Ari, who's my favorite person. He's a very kind soul. Thank you, Ricky. I'm trying my best. I get very nervous. This is my first time solo. Is there a reason you don't get the hookshot back when you're in Hera originally? Oh, thank you guys. I'm trying to get my brain set. Yes, there is a reason, and Foxlisk is probably going to do a better job. You'd need a spare small key. That is right. So we saw Andy toss some stuff into the void. That sets the altitude value to 255, allowing us to... Oh, Andy, what? Andy misses the spooky. Let's see how he does. Oh, nope, didn't get it. He deactivated it, so let's see how Linko does on that. It's always frustrating to see when spooky doesn't quite work out how you want it to. But you know, life happens, guys. It's... So we're going to see Linko toss that block into the void, setting the altitude variable to max. We'll see if that works for them today. We're seeing a Vidi fight on Andy's screen. Pushing that timing there. Oh no, Linko also having trouble with that spooky. That's okay, we have a spooky free day. 2 spooky for me, 3 spooky 5 me. Shoutouts to Ninnies. Andy's saving another maiden, having a little cutscene. He did lose quite a bit of time over the past 2 splits, and is behind on his PB, but that's okay. So we're still in the game here. We're still having a fun run. All the RNGs at the end. Linko getting into that Vidi fight. Having some good luck with those spins. Both runners are just within inches of each other. And I mean real inches, not that perv you talk to on Grindr inches. Sorry, that was probably not appropriate for 9 in the morning in some countries. Andy doing sorry, I'm a troll. Yeah, we went there. I'm a horrible person. Andy sword clipping or boots clipping over that hump just because there's no other way to get out of here because we do not hey LD, I'm sorry. Because we do not have a flute. Sorry, Shady. I'm so sorry, friends. But we gotta get out of there. Heading into the swamp dam. Other than saving and quitting, but this saves us a little bit more time. Greenham makes a good point. Looks like we're going to see something similar on Linko's side. Opting to wait until that Dark World Zora variant is out of the way. Now again, because we got the hookshot so early, we can really skip most of this dungeon. It still doesn't make it the fastest dungeon in the game, we will talk about that when we get there. But it lets us cut out all the left side past the big chest. Andy going for one of our newest glitches, a recently found thing called Diver Down or Holy Diver, if I can get a exclamation point Diver Down in chat. Basically lets us just jump into the water, avoid the splash, which would put us into swimming animation, and walk through what would otherwise be something we need to drain. This may be a good time for a few thank you so much for that. Heading into Argus. Andy getting, I believe he did get the zero cycle there, yes. Very nice one on Andy's side. Let's see how Linko does with this Diver Down Holy Diver. There we are. Good on both sides. RMG stands for Restricted Major Glitches. Greenham is going to put that there for you to read about. Basically, we're going to do a majority of the dungeons, have some glitches in the overworld that just allow us to optimize the category a little bit more from a no major glitches state. I'm going to need some moi eyes in the chat because Andy is likely going to attempt the Ice Palace Mirror Wrap, a deadly wrap that, if done improperly, can cost you over 15 minutes, and very likely the entire game. Ooh, Linko not quite getting the zero cycle due to that unfortunate hit. Both runners are doing very well. Thank you, Greenham, for the Moyai, really helps the run. Alright. I saw Andy like Andy did hard luck there during this tournament actually. And I saw him like pause and take a breath there. So now we are in Ice Palace on his side. Um, doing a bomb clip to skip out portion of. Oh no, Andy, no! Andy gets locked in that wall there, has to start up again, costs him a bomb. This is the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches Tournament. Gets it the second try. That's nice for him. Hope he's happy. Yeah, these are some really nice glitches. We're going to see even more soon. As Andy heads towards another one of our new... Hey, Kelsey, how are you doing? Good morning. Hope you're feeling okay. Alright. Andy heading for the Icebreaker. Oh, and he gets it. Basically extending that door state. Fox reading Andy for all he's worth right there. Let's see how this... Oh gosh. I think he got it. I think Linko got it, but Linko had me scared there. Oh, Linko, please! Oh, thank goodness gracious. Alright. I can breathe again. Gosh, guys, that is a scary time for dumbos like me. We're gonna see Andy getting ready for the cold stare fight. A really frustrating boss in my opinion. But not for these skilled runners. Gets the extra magic. Looks like Linko also having trouble with this first room Ice Palace clip. Yeah, a lot of struggle. We're on our last bomb. So we have just enough magic to get rid of the ice, do a spin, do that poke. Oh! Andy letting him get away from him. Folks, this could be stressful. Hold on to your pants. Ooh, having to do a save and quit to get more bombs. That is unfortunate to see. But it happens, life happens. That's going to cost him some time. Andy making it through that cold stare fight. Doom's butthole is so clenched. We are going to have a mine of diamonds after this. We have a nice long cutscene on Andy's side, giving me a chance to breathe as I try and figure out quite what Linko's doing to get into Tower of Hera here. Possibly, assumedly, to get some bombs. Mega slow bomb. Oh, just getting that one bomb was the one that he could think of. You know, life happens, friends. This is a stress point for me. Andy going to move into Turtle Rock. We have to do our last bit of collection here. We got to see on Linko's screen something that we don't normally get to see, which is a dead priest just hanging out in a sanctuary. He's just laying there. Everyone, if you could keep it down, Kelsey's a little hungover right now. Had a really fun night last night. Glad I could be a portion of it. Andy taking some plain ham sandwich strats to... Oh, but then he's going to clip and teleport up into that Ice Palace cave. Zebra, you've already missed me embarrassing myself. We're getting, I think, our last Unitasker of the day. The Ice Rod, we use it once and it's completely worthless otherwise. Save and quitting to that Mountain Palace. Oh, I know I'll do it again, Zebra. By the way, thanks for hardcore ignoring me all stream yesterday. I totally understand. It's fine. I'm fine. Shoutouts to Zebra Unicorn _. Andy going to head into... That was a choice there from Andy, doing those old man strats. Now he's going to, surprise, sword buffer from Andy. Or boots buffer? Never seen it before. Do this weird spinny thing. Linko gets it on the 4th try. Alright, we are happy. I'm a happy boy. Andy, what you doing, boy? What are you doing? Andy, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. That's true. We do have to use Ice Rod twice. Yeah, he fucked up the half circle backs. You got it, but has a nice laser skip right there. Oh, and gets bullied by the worst mini boss of the game. That mini Helma, is a butt and knocks so many people off that stupid bridge, putting us in a precarious spot because he only has 4 hearts left, now 3 because of that damage. And most enemies in this dungeon deal at least 4 hearts of damage. We see Linko heading down to the basement, getting ready for Cold Stare fight with a little less health than I'd like to see personally. But Linko's a pro, has done some Oko, knows what he's doing. Doesn't need that extra magic. That's fine. So basically, if you haven't been able to tell, which I don't know why, you wouldn't be able to, but we are going through Turtle Rock backwards because we went through the door, makes a great day. We'll talk about why that's kind of weird in a minute. And a beautiful Cold Stare fight from Linko. Could learn thing or two from that on my end. Those poke dashes, man. This is a scary, scary room. Yeah, I saw that clip last night. That was funny. Gets bunnied, but that's okay because it really doesn't change too much for us. And he's a human. Well, Hylian, I guess. Gets the mirror back to the beginning here, run right through these laser bridges, see how he does with the boss today. Oh, doesn't get hit by that mini boss. Very nice. Every Link is different, Ricky, I believe. That was a choice, Andy. But you know, you made it, and so I'm proud of you. Now Linko's gonna get our other technical unit tasker. We are a little low on bombs, but that's okay. Basically, Trinex is a boss with 3 necks, hence Trinex. 2 of the heads are elemental. We use the alternate rod of elemental specialty on them to freeze or burn and destroy them. And then we just do a quick spin and a slash to the head on this Pokemon Generation 1 Onyx-looking friend, and blow him the heck up. And he catches his last crystal. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Anders, what the heck? We went through the wrong door, so what are we going to do? We're going to be stuck in a turtle's mouth. We're not going to be able to get out of there. Oh my gosh. Well, friends, this is one of the reasons why we have a save and quit. We get to do that save and quit, and that lets us get out of this turtle's mouth. I know I'm jumping ahead of myself. Shush, Zebra, that was one time. And you never let me forget it. Oh, looks like Linko having some similar... Oh, nope, he gets it. Had some similar troubles to Andy. I guess technically he'd be busting out his forehead. We're not quite in the mouth region. Andy's going to do another familiar clip with a little bit of seasoning to go towards Tower of Hair, but not quite go in. Instead, he's going to switch through that portal to get to Dark World and go directly into Ganon's Tower, allowing us to skip that crystal cutscene where they all go spinny, 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 and take forever to do anything. So now that we're in Ganon's Tower, we have plethora of things that are about to happen. First things first, Andy skips the torch key. leading me to believe that he will go for possibly the mini Helma key, I believe is what he does. Gonna see some nice hookshot action from ya boy. Most of the time I miss Zebra. That's why I'm a very lonely boy. Again, friends, since we're at a bit of a lull, I will remind you that I have great health insurance and I cook like a beast. You can find me in the ZSR Discord. All inquiries should be directed to me. Alright, Linko getting that big key, mirroring back to the new front, the back front. Ooh, Andy accidentally going through that portal. Thank you, Teapot. See how we do with the peg maze on this side. Very nice. Andy just, dropping some bombs for funsies. Let's see how he does with this Ice Armos fight. This is exactly what you bring your kids to. It's Armos on ice. Fun for the whole family. We do a bottom right strat here. Much like the original Armos fight. Let's see if we... I think he's going to do it. He does it! A very nice Armos fight. Ooh, looks like we're having a little bit of stress on the Trinex fight on Linko's screen. But I think we're going to get through it. Part of me had to get a sip of water. A little bit more difficulty on that Trinex fight, but Linko still manages to make it. Oh, misses that first Mimic's arrow, but that's okay because we got a drop. Mimics 2, Electric Boogaloo. Goes very well for Andy. This room is also really weirdly hard for me, but Andy does it very nicely. Except for getting hit by that spiky boy. Heading into the cannonball room. Very nice strategy there from Andy. We are heading into Gauntlet. Gauntlet is a 5-room gauntlet where you have to fight hard enemies in various circumstances, like conveyor belts. Gauntlet 2 Electric Boogaloo is these red Stalfos, gets through with that Beamos, more Beamos, and some lizardy Zazzix, runs into the spikes, unfortunate, but we're still probably doing okay. Number 4, I think this is? Yeah. It actually goes pretty well for Andy. See how he does? Oh yes, exactly the right timing for that fire rod shot, doesn't get bullied by either of the boomy boys. See how he does against Landmo 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yes, everything with a 2 in it is automatically Electric Boogaloo. Ooh, misses the 1 cycle. Unfortunate. Unfortunate seems like my go-to word right now. Watching as Linko enters into... there we are. GT. These rooms with those whiz robes always look super swaggy when you do them right. You just like toss down some Mario block and you like blam and they all go away, except for the 1. Grabs an extra heart, probably a safe move. As we dash our way into one of the hardest rooms for me in this game, Torches 1. I fall a lot and I miss things a lot and I'm very slow. Ooh, and he misses one of the torches but manages to save it. Let's see if he can get down to the bottom in time. He does. So proud. Wipes a tear. Mama's proud of you, Andy. I'm not your real mom, but I'll pretend. Landmola 2. Landmola harder. Gosh, what if every game was just a Fast and Furious? 2 Landmo, 2 Furious. Yep, goes for that Helma key. Nothing wrong with that. Tosses another bomb because, again, Andy does not have any respect for architecture. grabs the magic refill. Not a bad idea. We're heading into 2 Moldorm, 2 Hover. And he decides to hover. Wow, I'm very surprised to see Andy deciding to hover. That's sarcasm, friend. It's called acting. Ever heard of it? No, you didn't? Surprise. And he bonks. Can I get some bonks in the chat, please? Oh, my validation chest. Thank you for the bonk. Alright, heading into Aga 2. This is Geometry, the boss. Take a protractor, you do your screen, make sure you have all those angles exactly right. Shoutouts to the Exactly Right Podcast Network. Ooh, Linko having a little bit of a stressful time with these Armos on ice. Fun for the whole family. Need to get 6 hits on this. Oop, there we go, Andy. You got him, buddy. I'm proud of you. And now this is great. We have access to, you know, Phalange. I will still appreciate a link or hey. You can say to yourself, ooh, yeah, we can go to Ganon now, but you're wrong because we still have to do Aga 1. So we're going to scare me a lot by first flying there and making it look like we're going to drop in the hole, but mirroring to get to Aga Tower. Aga Tower at this point is typically, as long as you have more than 1.5 hearts, kind of a joke. You don't need to worry about your magic. You do need to worry about actually hitting that ball and chain guard with the fire rod, Andy, which he does on the second attempt. But we are so overpowered, have so many extra hearts here, have so much better equipment than we normally would going into Aga Tower, that really he doesn't have to worry too much. Like I mentioned earlier in my word vomit of commentary, ooh, another bonk from Andy. I mentioned earlier that the run has a lot of the big RMG at the end. By that I mean Aghanim. Aghanim is stressful. Aghanim can give you up to 15 blue balls. We have not yet seen 15 blue balls here in this tournament, but if we do, mkosler, twitch.tv/mkosler will be buying me dinner, so let's fingers crossed for that. I already lost one bet and had to get him a cookies and cream blizzard. Today may be the day. We actually really hope that it's not, for the sake of our runners. Misses the one cycle on 2 land mode, 2 furious. But that's okay, Linko, you got it in the second cycle. Andy ending up in Foreman's basement, having some slashy fun with these boys. I do not like you, Zebra Unicorn _ sometimes. This is probably why you ignore me when I say hi to you on your stream, and that's fine. It's cool, Zebra. I can be your friend, and you can not like me, and that's fine. I'll just wipe my tears. Heading into Aghanim 1, we have a fun little situation. First shot is a reflectable ball. Linko taking a step from Andy's book and also missing that top chest and having to run back. But he gets it. It's fine. First shot, reflectable. Every other shot is a 50-50 chance of being reflectable or non-reflectable blue balls. Then after that, we have a phase of lightning, which you can do nothing during. You can get either 0 or up to 15. 0 being the best, 15 being the worst. Most common is usually 3. We've seen like 7 or 8. I think we actually might have had a 9 in the group stage. Ooh, Linko going for the tougher key in my opinion, but he gets the magic refill, so that's alright. Let's see if he's going to just destroy Moldorm to Electric Boogaloo, but misses that spin, and that's frustrating to see. We hate to see it. Andy actually having a very nice Aga 1 fight. I'm proud of him. A little tear just wiped down. You heard me mention earlier that we don't really care about magic in Aga Tower because you do get a refill at the end of this, whereas after Aga 2, you have to conserve your energy because you do not get a refill. Now, we're going to see Andy drop into the Ganon hole. Ganon is a 4-stage fight, 12 slashes with the Tempered Sword for phases 1, 2, and 4. Well, spins for 4. Ooh, gosh, Linko, you're making me nervous, buddy. Oh gosh, this is scary, friends. Okay, Linko makes it. Stage 3 only needs 4 4 slashes. We are on phase 3 on Andy's side of the screen, getting those Ganon warps out of the way. Ganon warps are random. Probably an intended death from Linko right there. There's no reason to go into Aga Tower with, actually kind of there is. That's unfortunate. But, you know, stress. It's okay, friends. Andy gets Torch Glitch on the last phase here. Linko just having a really stressful run ever since Ice Palace. And that happens, friends, you know. When the one thing goes wrong, it's just stressful. Alright, Andy blows up the pig, saving any mistake here. Andy is going to finish with a very nice time, in my opinion. Get your GGs in chat. I also feel sorry for Linko in this situation. That is not something you like to see. But hey, friends, it happens. It's sad, but it happens. Andy finishes in first place with an SRL time of 1:12:53. We're going to see if we can get Andy in here for a mid-morning interview. Get your questions ready in chat, because I know you have them. That's the category, unfortunately. DoomTap makes a good point. Still getting bullied by those bull guards, I'm gonna call them. I know they have a technical name, but I don't play by your rules. I'm gonna call them what I want to call them. All right. Let's do Aga Tower take 2. Woof, friends. This is a time to be alive. Well, luckily, DoomTab, we are not you. So we may not have as many lobsters in our life, but we are gonna finish out Aga Tower and then Ganon Hug for free. Shoutouts to DoomTap, a very kind soul who deserves the world. I will point out that Andy did get a golden Ganon, still above PB, but manages to get a gold there, so that's great to see. We love to see it. Dang, you guys really don't have any questions for Andy, do ya? And with that beep, I believe we are joined by Andy. GG.
GG. Good morning.
How you doing? How you feeling?
I am exhausted.
I think the question that's on everyone's mind is, have you slept yet?
Yeah, I think I got like 6.5 hours or something.
That's actually better than me, so good job there. But very nice run. I see a gold Ganon. I saw we were ahead for quite a bit. A few little bonks and hiccups there, but some very solid clipping, which we're not surprised to see from you. How are you feeling about the run?
It was pretty good. I was expecting much worse after me just forgetting to open the main dorm pod after I clipped, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be that kind of run today, I guess.
Yeah, we got a little nervous there, but you made it through. Managed to save some time in some of the other splits that you had. Um, I'm glad that we had a very active chat for 9 a.m. so that I wasn't just like word vomiting to myself. I was just generally vomiting. You got the fence dash, which made me very happy. Saves hours.
Yeah, overall, it was a pretty good run. I
That
completely
TR,
blanked on what to do in Turtle Rock on the
Yeah.
cliff, and I held up left instead of up right, and I was like, well, I gotta fix this somehow. But we
Yeah.
made it through, so it was okay. But
Yeah, and I saw maybe a pause for like a breath of, okay, we're doing this before the Ice Palace mirror wrap.
yup.
And then once we were in Ice Palace, a little bit of trouble with that first bomb clip.
Yep, that was also me holding the wrong direction.
Well, Linko had a lot of
was,
trouble with that one too. So
yeah, so-
it's definitely what happens when you schedule a 9 a.m. tournament run.
Yeah, I was a little too ahead of myself, so after the wrap in that first room, I hold up to like pop myself out a little bit. And I was just holding up after the bomb instead of what you're actually supposed to hold. So I was like, well, that's fine.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, with this, let me pop open my bracketing. That puts you up against Greenham in round 2, I believe. Any thoughts
baby.
about that?
It's gonna be a good race.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And I think the winner of me and Greenham gets to wait in the Lost Zelda waiting room.
Yes, that is
so
possibly correct.
So yeah. that's that, I suppose. But yeah, should be a good race.
Should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. We are currently seeing Linko getting through that last Aga Tower cutscene where everyone's just talking at you forever, and popping into that. Come on, all right, cool. Now we're gonna walk into Ganon, see how that goes, see how his Ganon fight goes. To wrap it up, do you have any other thoughts or questions? So far, the only question that chat has given me has been a meme question, and I'm not going to dignify that. We are a respectable speedrun channel.
But yeah, it was a pretty decent run with some mistakes, better than I thought I was going to do for the 9 a.m. race. For sure. 9 a.m. for me.
Gosh. Dude.
So
choice.
Yeah. But, it all worked out in the end.
I didn't realize. I guess I honestly should have realized when I saw that it was a 9 a.m. race. And that Apathy Duck 07, shout out to Apathy Duck 07.
I would not voluntarily sign up for a 9 a.m. race.
Alright, we are on the last phase of Linko's race. This Ganon's just such a butt. And yo, I forgot to ask because my mind was going in 50 different directions while Linko had a little bit of trouble with Aga Tower while you were finishing up Ganon. How many blue balls did your Aga one end up actually having? Was that a 0?
Yep.
Heck yeah. That makes everybody...
Zero on the plus 1 minute speedrun.
All right. Well, I mean, that's always how it seems to happen.
Yep.
My first ever playthrough, I got 0 blue balls, and I was like, oh my god. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I think that Linko is just memeing.
Yep. Yeah, that was fine.
Cool. Linko finishes with a... oh, you gotta hit done, buddy. Well, Linko finishes with a 120.08 according to splits, but we'll see if we can get them in for a little talky talk, little fun action, and everyone can go back and listen to that clip of me getting really scared because I honestly had no idea what was happening there, because I am but a lonely nerd. So we'll see how that goes. Happy National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day to you, Andy. Figured I would let you know. All right, there we go. Linko finally hits done with an official SRL time of 1:21:02. Almost a minute past actually finishing their splits. Yeah, so our next matches that we will see both of these runners in is Andy versus Greenham and Linkorange versus Foxlisk. Should both be very fun matches, very comparable PBs, and just honestly a lot of fun. This category is really fun to watch. We saw that nice little Samaria swag hover from Andy today, which is always just fun to see. Let me check in on what's going on. Here we are working on it. Oh, okay. We're working on getting Linkorange in here for a little bit of talky talk. So if you have any questions for Linkorange, feel free to pop them into chat, and if they're not memes, I will read them off. Or if they're just really good memes, I will also read them off. And with that, Beep, I believe we are joined by Linkorange. Linkorange, GG.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if I deserve that, but...
Hey, you stuck it out. You got a lot of stress. Especially thank you for clipping that. You guys are jerks. You did the fire rod dash at the end of Ganon, and I literally panicked and screamed. So thanks for that.
Actually, never do that when you're running out of magic, because you will just softlock your game.
Oh.
I don't know if you knew that, but I did that once and softlocked the game, and I was like, what's happening? And
yeah, if you can't shoot that fire rod again, you are stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
So, no, I do actually have a question that I normally ask, but I forgot because it's early for me and I'm not that bright. Were either of you watching along with the restream?
Yeah, personally I was watching all along.
Yep, same. I had Linkorange's stream on my other monitor.
Well, honestly, Linkorange, you had a very, very solid run up until that unfortunate Ice Palace and Aga Tower.
Oh yeah, this death.
Yeah, that I hate to see it.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised in Ice Palace that the clip didn't work. I think I used 6 bombs, and once I finally got there, I ran out of bombs and I couldn't continue, so I had to do a little walk to the sanctuary, I guess, or Tora Fera too. I didn't know the best strat for bombs there, so.
Hey, but you thought it through,
panicked.
Figured something out.
Yeah.
And you gave us something we don't get to normally see, which is a dead priest on sanctuary floors. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I guess happy Easter.
It's already. Oh no, we're still on Sunday here, so that's fine.
Okay. So with that, Linkorange, you're going to be facing off against Foxlisk in the secondary bracket. Any thoughts on that?
That's gonna be a tough match. I know he did. He improved very quickly and very. I think he has a better PB than me right now. Right? Maybe 112 or something like that.
I can't remember. I think so. I know that it's a very nice. Foxlisk has been putting in a lot of work.
So this is gonna be tough, though.
But I know that you'll give us a good. Okay, according to Foxlisk, their PB is about 3 seconds faster than yours.
Oh.
So we're in for a good run.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really close race. I hope so. And okay. I was going to ask Andy which time, how much time he finished the race, and I just saw 112. It's kind of 1 minute faster than my PB, so I couldn't win this one. And GG's.
GG's, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other thoughts that either of you have?
I think I'm good.
Let's
I'm good.
let's hand it back over to Ricky. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and thank you to both our runners for giving us such a great match. Make sure that you follow them both. They are very, very solid runners who do a variety of different things that are fun to watch. And now over to Ricky of Kokiri.
Thank you so much, Andy and Linkorange, for that amazing race. Thank you, Anders, for the commentary. You are awesome. Later on today on ZSR main channel, we have the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race. That's at 2 p.m. And at 8 p.m., we have another match in the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches tournament here, which is between Apathy Duck versus Kyong. That's also on the main ZSR channel. At this moment, though, we're going to be raiding ZSR main to watch their Open Time Randomizer standard weekly EU race. I can speak. I really need to get in bed, too. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.